Hi everyone, welcome back. So last weekend I was struggling a little bit for video ideas to film, and I put out a call on Instagram for anybody who had any ideas for me. And Tracy suggested that I do a skincare products that I'm currently using video. I was a little bit unsure of doing that kind of video because I don't find skincare particularly interesting and I don't have problematic skin, so it's not like I can teach you something that's going to be that helpful, but I put out a poll on Instagram and people said that they were keen to see what I use in my skincare routine. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'll start this off by saying that I don't have problematic skin. I'm a little bit oily in the summertime and I'm a little bit dry in the winter. I don't have acne. I don't really have a ton of redness on my face. My skin is fairly normal and I don't consider myself a very stressed out person either. I have a steady job. I have no anxiety or depression, which can all affect your skin. So not only do I not have a lot of stressors in my life, but I also exercise regularly, like 5 or 6 days a week, and I do drink a ton of water, easily 8 glasses a day. So please keep that in mind when you're watching this video. I don't have a lot of skin concerns and I don't have sensitive skin either, so I can put a lot of stuff on my face. Most of the products that I have in this video are stuff that I've been using for absolute years. There are some more recent products in the mix, but the bulk of them are tried and true products that I've been using for a very long time. So I'm going to take you through my usual routine starting in the morning. I shower before work and I wash my face in the shower. And I rotate between my cleansers. Normally I'm using a cleanser that's just gonna lather up my face and completely cleanse it. Lately I've been using the Boscia Thermal Black Cleanser. Now this is a rarity for me. I don't normally have such an expensive cleanser in my collection. I just happened to find this on sale at Winners, so I bought 2 bottles because they were 50% off. Normally I'm using an Aveeno cleanser or a Neutrogena one. Anything by Aveeno for face wash is excellent as far as I'm concerned, and Neutrogena does have a bunch of good ones as well. I just tend to gravitate more towards Aveeno for face washes than I do Neutrogena. But you will see both of those brands quite a bit in this video. So the Boscia one I've been using lately and I really like it. I used to get a ton of sample sizes at Sephora and I always really treasured them. This one is especially nice in the winter because it heats up when you use it. It comes out like a black gel, which is a little bit bizarre, but when you apply it to your face, it just warms up the skin and it feels so nice in the winter time. I like the smell on it, I like the application and how it cleanses my face. So I don't like spending a lot on skincare. I find it kind of difficult to dump the money at skincare products just because I don't have problematic skin, so this one is pretty much a treat for me right now. So I normally use a cleanser like that pretty much every single day, but once a week I do exfoliate my skin, and I grabbed 2 that I kind of have in regular rotation right now. The first one here is a super expensive one. It's Ole Henriksen. It's their Pore Balance Facial Sauna Scrub. This one also heats up, which again is really nice in the winter time. This one is a little bit pricier, and while it's nice and I am enjoying it, I'm not sure I would purchase this one just based on the price tag. What I do tend to go for is the Neutrogena one. So this is their Hydro Boost Exfoliating Cleanser, and I pretty much love every single item in their Hydro Boost range. I don't think they can do anything wrong with that line. So the 2 of these are a little bit different. The Ole Henriksen one has bigger granules that are a little bit more spaced apart, which is fine to use, but it's not my favorite. I like something that's a little bit denser, but I know not everybody feels that way. This one has a lot of granules that are a little bit smaller, but I feel like there's more of the scrubby bits in here than there is in the Ole Henriksen one. This is the kind that I prefer. I like something that's quite dense and the scrubby bits are quite small. So I think I would gravitate to this one more than I would this one, but they're both excellent products. So once I get out of the shower after I've cleansed my face, that's when I continue with the rest of my routine. And that always starts off with a toner. And my favorite one, hands down, is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Toner. This one saved me a lot when I had something really, I don't even know what it was. I had like itchy bits on my forehead and I couldn't really figure out what it was. And the Aveeno toner that I had at the time, which I don't think they've changed at all, but the packaging used to say something a little bit differently. It said it could relieve itchiness or something like that, and I gave it a shot and it actually worked, and it removed, I had no bumps or anything, but it removed any sort of like itchy sensation I had on my forehead. And that was 10 years ago, something like that. And I've been using this ever since. It is my favorite toner. It just sort of, I mean, honestly, I don't even really know what toner does, but it's a nice step in my routine, and I know that at one point it actually did do something very good for my skin. So for that reason, I pick this up whenever I can or whenever I run out, and I really love this one. So after I've toned my face, I'll apply that just with a cotton round. I then go in with a serum, and I have two options here because one is extremely expensive, but I do really enjoy it, and the other one is something that I've used before and I know I really like it. So I know not everybody wants to dump a ton of money on skincare, so I feel you, I'm gonna show you two different options. The first one is the pricey one. This is the Ole Henriksen Transform Plus Glow Cycle Retin Alt Power Serum, and it is $70, which is unreal, but I did get this in PR and I did like it enough that I think I could potentially buy it when I run out during the Sephora sale, because I don't know if I can spend the full price on it. It just kind of makes me choke a little bit. So this one comes out as a purple liquid, which is really entertaining, and it smells really nice on the skin. It also feels really good, which I don't always necessarily feel like a serum is actually doing something for me. But this one is just really pleasurable to use, and the fact that I'm willing to shell out that kind of money on a skincare product does mean that I really enjoy it, so it's definitely doing something right in my routine. And the other one that I would recommend, because I've gone through a lot of Boots No. 7 serums and I feel like they're all really good. So this one is the Early Defense Glow Activating Serum. I've used a hydrating one, I've used one of the regular ones that I can't remember the name of. They all come in this kind of like squeezy tube packaging, and I think they're all really good. I don't necessarily notice an immediate difference in my skin, but prolonged use does seem to make it a little bit more vibrant. It's not something that you're gonna notice right away though. So that's kind of a problem that I have with skincare, is that I expect to see effects almost immediately, and that's just not the case. It's usually 6 to 8 weeks before any change occurs in your skin. So I've really enjoyed these. I don't know if people always consider serum like a necessity in their routine, but I do use one, and these are the ones that I've been enjoying the most. Okay, once the toner and serum are on my face and that's all dried down, I'll go in with a moisturizer. And the one I've been using lately, and I've gone through 2 tubs of this before I think, is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Moisturizer. This is phenomenal, and it surprised me when I initially got it years ago, because I didn't think a gel formula was going to work that well in the winter. I don't know, just because it feels very lightweight, and I didn't think it was gonna have enough effect on my dry-ish winter skin. But it does. It smells wonderful. It's super luxurious feeling. It's very hydrating, and it's so thin, and I love that because I don't like putting a thick moisturizing cream on my face before I'm going to apply makeup. I don't like it. So this one is really good, and any moisturizer, face moisturizer by Aveeno is also good. Those are in regular rotation in my skincare routine as well. This is just the one that I happen to be using, but I do have backups of Aveeno moisturizers in my closet right now. So Neutrogena or Aveeno, those are the best as far as I'm concerned for facial moisturizers. So that's it for my morning routine for skincare. I think it's pretty simple. It's not a ton of products. I don't jam a bunch of stuff on my face. I just use a few ones, and they seem to be working for me. Now, when I'm coming home from work or going to the gym from work, I remove my makeup in 2 different ways. If I'm going to the gym, I'm going to be using a makeup removing wipe just because it's easier, and I don't want to faff about with like oil and makeup remover at the office. I'd just rather take it off with a wipe. So the ones that I like are the Neutrogena Hydrating Makeup Removing Wipes. And I have to show you the difference between these two because I don't think that people know that the hydrating ones are different than the regular ones. So these are the ones that everybody talks about, and I just don't like them nearly as much as the hydrating ones. The reason for that is that the hydrating ones are a lot more filled with solution. They're much wetter than the regular ones, and I can even get off waterproof makeup with this wipe, whereas the other ones don't do that for me. These ones, sadly, are definitely more expensive. Regularly at Shoppers Drug Mart, these go for like $13.99, but I wait to buy them on sale. So I usually get them, I think they drop to about $7.99 or $8.99, and then I'll stock up in bulk. And these are just fantastic. They are the best makeup removing wipes that I've ever tried. I've tried a whole bunch of brands and I have no interest in buying any of them anymore. The hydrating wipes by Neutrogena are the best. So these are always in stock in my backpack that I bring to work with my gym clothes, and whenever I run out, I just replenish with another one that I've got in my closet. So that's what I use to get all my makeup off if I'm going straight to the gym from work. If I'm actually coming home, then I'll go through the routine of using a makeup remover and some oil to get everything off my face. My number one favorite makeup remover, especially on the eye area, is this one by Marcel. If you watched any of my MTs, you've probably seen me mention this so many times that you're sick of hearing about it, but it really is the best makeup remover on the market. So this is the Marcel Gentle Makeup Remover for Sensitive Eyes. It does have oil in here, so you have to shake it up, and this will get absolutely everything off your face. I just shake it up, I put it on a cotton round. I mostly use this product to remove my eye makeup and my eyebrows and my lipstick. Not necessarily the rest of my face, although I used to do that, but I kind of just started moving into cleansing oils as well. So this one gets off everything on my eyes, on my eyebrows, and on my lips, and then I follow it up with a oil cleanser. So this one is the one by L'Occitane, and it's their cleansing oil. And it works, but I do not like the smell of it. I find it kind of repulsive, but it works. So this is good at getting the rest of my face makeup off. I will squirt, I think, 2 pumps into my hand, kind of mush them together, and then just rub it all over my face. It's an oil, it leaves a film behind. You do have to rinse your face afterwards, but it gets the bulk of my makeup off of my face. As I've just said, I don't necessarily love this one for the smell, so I would recommend the one by Sephora Collection, which is actually cheaper as well. I think this one's 29 Canadian and the one by Sephora is 19 bucks. I'm gonna go back to the Sephora one, but I've been using this until it's done. So after those 2 makeup removers, I go in with one last product, and that is the Bioderma Sensibio H2O Micelle Solution. The oils get most of the makeup off of my face, but I feel like this does a really good last pass of cleansing everything. So I'll pump some of this onto a cotton round and then just go over my entire face with that cotton round and make sure that I've gotten every last stitch of makeup off of my face, because I don't like having just random bits of makeup left on my face. I want absolutely everything off. I know a lot of people use Micelle solutions to get all of their makeup off, but I don't feel like it actually works on mascara or heavy eye makeup. So for me, this is truly just a last pass on my face. I love this stuff. I've used so many bottles of it, and I continue to repurchase it over and over again. I know there are more inexpensive versions, but for me, the Bioderma one is just like the original and has been my favorite for years. So you'll notice there that I've only washed my face once in the day, and that's really all I do. I don't wash my face again in the evening. I feel like those products, especially the Bioderma, get everything off of my face that I don't really feel the need to re-wash my face in the evening, because it's not really getting gunked up again after I've gone over with those products. I know a lot of people in the beauty community do wash their face twice a day, but that has never been a thing that I've done, and I don't feel the need to. Now, in terms of a nighttime skincare routine, I sometimes do it and I sometimes don't. I'm more inclined to use products on my face at night during the winter, especially if I want something hydrating, but I don't always do it. So I have a few products that I can talk about for my nighttime skincare routine, but I really don't use these every single day. So eye cream. I am especially skeptical about eye cream because I have never noticed a difference in all of the ones that I have used. High end or low end, it doesn't seem to matter. But I'm using these products because they are supposed to be doing something for me, and I'm hopeful that they are just, you know, keeping moisture in my skin. So the eye cream that I've been using lately is the Nivea Q10 Plus C Anti-Wrinkle Plus Energy Eye Cream. I use it. I don't know if it's doing anything. I haven't noticed a difference, but I mean, I've got the product. I might as well use it. I get a lot of eye creams from PR, and I think it's wasteful to not at least use them. So whenever I have them from a brand, I will use them, but I definitely don't go out and purchase them myself. So after I've got eye cream on, I will either go in with a moisturizer or an oil. And I've got 2 here that I've been interchanging. This one is the Biotherm Aqua Source Ever Plump Night. And it's a weird product. It's a thick gel moisturizer. And it smells incredibly manly. It's like almost like an Irish Spring soap bar. It's really weird to apply, but I do feel like it's quite hydrating. I was sent this one and I'm using it up. It's not the first one that I would go back to if I was going to be picking up a night cream after I finish this. but I do feel like it's functional. It's so thick when you put it on. It's kind of clumpy, and I mean, it does smear out just fine, but it's such a bizarre formula to me. I don't know why they made it so thick. If I don't want to use something that's kind of clumpy on my face, I'll go in with an oil, and I do really enjoy facial oils because I feel like they're throwing a lot of hydration back into my skin. This one is by Indeed Labs, and it's their Squalane facial oil. It's quite thin, which is really nice because I don't want anything that feels super greasy on my face, especially when I'm going to bed, and I know that this stuff is probably going to end up at least partially on my pillow. So this one's been really nice. I have enjoyed it. It's like a lot of other facial oils that I've used at night in the sense that they all smell the same. They've all got that scent. I don't even know what that scent is, but they all smell that way. And I do feel like this actually hydrates my skin overnight, which is really great. All right, we're almost done. There's one last product in this entire skincare routine, and this is a lip balm that I apply when I'm going to bed at night. I wear a lot of lipstick at work or for videos, and I just feel like it's good to have something hydrating on my lips overnight so they can heal if they potentially got dehydrated from any product that I was wearing. Now, I've gone through a lot of different brands of lip butters or chapsticks, but the one that I definitely prefer are these tins that you guys may remember. They used to be branded as Nivea here in Canada or in the US, but in Europe you can also get the same products under the Labello brand, which I think are sister companies or something like that. This one was called Caramel Cream Kiss in North America, but over in Europe it's called Caramel Cream, and it's branded under Labello. Now, sadly, they no longer make this in North America, or at least they don't sell it, and that's really frustrating. So a subscriber did send this to me, which was the sweetest thing ever. I'd mentioned in an Empties video that you couldn't get it anymore, and she sent me like 2 of these, so I was really touched. And when I'm over in Europe, I will definitely be picking up more because I feel like these are the best overnight balms. I don't really feel like they're great for during the day because most of them leave a little bit of a white cast on your lips, which is not the most flattering of looks, but these feel so freaking luxurious, and I really like the caramel one. I am about 50% done with this tin, although it looks like a huge chunk in the middle. It was all splayed out along the sides, and then I took a Q-tip and like pushed it all into the center of the product. I love these so much. I have gone through probably 5 different tins over the years of different scents. I think they are absolutely wonderful. Another product that I really enjoy is ebates Agave Lip Mask in Maple. That one was so good. I struggled a little bit with their original and their candy cane formula. It did something not good to my lips, but the maple one is really hydrating and worked out really well for me. Okay, so that is it for my entire skincare routine. The products do change over time, and I do test out new things from brands, but the essence of what I do is mentioned in this video. Like, I'm always using a toner, I'm always using a serum, I'm always using a moisturizer. So I might be changing the products that I'm using, but the sequence of what I'm doing is always the same. And I tend to go back to a lot of the same products over time. Anything by Aveeno or Neutrogena, those ones are products that I gravitate towards just because I know they've been working for me for so long, and I feel like they're consistently good too. So that's it for my skincare routine. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.